Good morning. This is Todd Mitchell for Friday, February 27th, our last trading day of the month. Monday will be our first trading day of March. Unbelievable. This year is absolutely flying by. Let me just describe to you exactly what happened. So we've closed out. I'm looking to put on another position, but we closed out 550 today so far in crude oil. Okay? And what we did was we bought as this market took out this level here, and so therefore, okay, this wasn't an uptrend. The market pulled back to this level, and I know we're trading right in the middle here, but I still think we're going to move higher here. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a rather small position. I'm going to put on 10 here with a real tight stop here. I'm going to put it below here. I'm going to put that stop below the low of 52.96. So I'm going to be risking about 10 ticks here. So let's look to enter this at 53.05. Okay, 53.05 will be right there, right where it's sitting. Let's see if we can get filled on this. And our stop will be below these lows. All right, no fill. Just traded down to it. We're right back up to 08. We're going to leave this on, and I will pause this video. See what we can. All right, as you can see, I completely missed that trade. The market went down precisely to where I was looking to enter. Nailed it, but since I had a limit order in, it was not able to fill me. And look at that. Rallied from 53.05 to literally 53.20 in about 6 minutes. That would have been a great trade, but since I missed that, the market's able to come back down now and hit me. Of course I don't want that, so I'm going to remove that order completely. It doesn't make any sense for me to want to enter that market. So unfortunately, that was a missed opportunity, and I just don't see a whole lot going on right now. So I'm going to end the video now. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see much. All right, since we missed the trade in crude, let's go to the bonds, the 30-year T-bond futures, which I do like to trade occasionally as well when I see the right setup. This is today so far. Came down, up. Just looking to buy it in here, but I had missed that earlier. We're trading right in here. Market has successfully retested the high that was put in place earlier this morning at 9:51. Look at that. Look at this. 1, 2. Yeah, we got a bunch of tops in here. Market failed numerous times. This could set up for a low-risk trade. Looking to pick this top. Looking for the market to come back down to retest these lows in here. Let's see. 25. 24. That high is 29. These highs are the 29. Let's see if we can sell this at 26. 30 seconds. Remember, the 30-year bonds trades in 30 seconds. There's 32 ticks in a full point. Each tick, each minimum price fluctuation is $31.25. So let's look to sell. Let's look for a short little counter trend move down. Let's see if we can get a move up to 161.26, one tick higher. Okay, we're only going to risk 5 ticks on this. Okay, so I'm going to look to sell it at 161.26. Let's do this. There we go, right here. There we go. Looking to sell it there. If we can get a little spike up, get us filled. Our stop on this will be at 61.30. 61.30. Risking like 4 ticks on this. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video. I don't want it to be too long, but I'm just trying to take you through a little process here. Again, it looks like the market has failed at these highs, and it looks like it wants to come back down a little bit here. All right, I am back. Market has got us in. Market came back up. So again, what we're going to do here, we're risking 5 full points. Now, I've got 10 contracts on, so each tick is worth $312.50. Okay, $312.50. Okay, so my plan of action is to take off just a small amount at 24 on the retest of this low, and then scale out as we go lower. okay? So again, I want to take you back to crude oil. Crude oil, we booked 500. Look at this. Look at this. We were completely right on this, and we missed the trade. Very frustrating. Remember, we were looking to buy it right in here. It did not fill us on a limit. Look at this. Right back up to retest the high-end crude. That would have been a phenomenal trade. But we can't get too upset because we made 550 today in crude, okay? And then if you take it back to the E-Minis, and I've got I mean, there are times that I swing trade for a couple days swings in the E-Minis, and you can see here we've got 3 on, and we're up $1,979. I've been in this trade for about 2 days actually, because it didn't feel like doing any day trading in the E-Minis. Let's go back quickly to bonds. Okay, bonds are coming up, but I'm willing to risk what I'm risking here. Okay. And if we take out this high and break up through the 62 round number, then I'd be looking to buy on pullback on bonds. Okay, so I'm going to pause this. All right, I am back. The market came up to 30, but in the bonds, what I like to do is I like to wait for a close at that price or higher before getting out, because the bonds are known for, you know, taking out a higher or low marginally and closing the other direction and running in the other direction. So if this closes at 30 or higher, then I will exit this market. But as of right now, the trade doesn't look too good. Again, we've traded up to 30. We're currently at 28. This particular bar needs to close at 30 or higher for me to get out of this position, okay? So I will pause it again. All right, I am back on this bond trade, and as you can see, remember, we had 10 bonds, right, shorting right here at this line right here. We shorted here, right, anticipating that these highs would fail. Market did pop up through, but was not able to close up through it. It closed here. And what I decided to do is I took off 7 out of the 10 contracts on a complete retest of this low. Okay. That leaves me with 3 contracts left, which means we need to take this down. All right, so we've got 3 on. All right. Now, we really would like for the market to break down through the 161.24, okay? Now, what have we locked in on this? We locked in, we closed out 437.50 so far today, okay? Again, I'm still keeping this as a potential stop out. Again, this typically works inverse to the E-Mini S&Ps, right? The E-Minis are kind of rallying a little bit, but if they, well, let's just watch, okay? So I don't want to look at too much data. But let's see, if this market can drop down through this low, then I'll go ahead and bring my stop, okay, down. But I don't want to be at break even because we're right where we entered right now. We're going to give this time. I'm going to pause it again. All right, so we're still in this position, but we're only in with 3. Now, notice that I took off a majority of the trade, 3/4 of the trade, right? So I had 10 on. I took 7 off, locking in 437.50. Now, if this market comes back and takes me out and closes above the 161.30, that would mean I would lose 7 ticks, right? It would be pretty much a break-even trade. I won't lose any money on this trade if I'm stopped out. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more time, see what we can do in here, okay? All right, I've got 3 on, right, as you know, and I'm going to take 2 off on a simple break down through where we're at now. It's 161.24. I'm going to go 161.23 on a limit, and that would leave me with, let's see, let me do this first. 23 here, sometimes it pops around. There we go.
Order filled.
There we go. So we got filled immediately. That leaves me with 1 contract left, as you can see. All right, got 1 left. We've locked in $625. There's no way we can lose on this position. Absolutely no way to lose. In fact, this is a perfect trade because now this becomes, remember, we went short, right, at 26. The high of the current bar is 25. Oh, okay, so we're going to go to break even. We're going to take it right back up here. We're going to buy it at 26. Okay? Let's see. 26 even would be right here. You know what? Mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Okay, 1, right? Buy it on a stop at 26 even. Right there. Right, break even, so I can take away this white horizontal line. Oops. If we continue to break, then that'll be great. If not, we're taking out. We still make money on this one. I'll be back. All right, that was quick. So broke even on the last contract. Look at this. We took out 625 today in the bond. Just small little trade. Okay. So again, once you learn how to do this, I mean, this is relatively a scalp trade in bonds, and that's what I like to occasionally do. I like bonds. I like crude oil, right? And of course, my main market's the E-Mini S&P, and do a lot of trading in stocks and ETFs as well, as you all know. Hopefully that was somewhat helpful. If not, let me know, and I'll get back with you. I'll be back Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.